recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list. Oh my God.
You're like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
Aaron.
I haven't started cooking more, but I have started thinking about cooking more, so I've looked at a lot of recipes for things. Mostly cocktails.
Zakia.
I'm a very happy evil genius.
Yeah.
And Nick.
For all the listeners out there, if you spend enough money, you can be where I am today.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. My name is Jonathan and I am here today with Nick Groves. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Jonathan. How you doing today?
Doing well. It's good to see you. Nick, we have some awesome guests.
Do we
I
now?
want to introduce them right now. First up, first timer, Mr. Colton Fent is with us. Hello, Colton.
Hey, how's it going, Jonathan?
Doing great. I am glad you are here.
Thank you.
Next up, Mr. Will Dennison is with us. Hello, Hello, Den. Mr. Will Dennison is with us. Hello, Will.
Hello, Oak. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm just a wandering oak over here. All right. Mr. Eugene Chang is with us. Hello, Eugene.
Hello, Jonathan.
And last but not least, Jane Hansen's with us. Hello, Jane.
Hello.
All right, guys, I want to get to know all of you a little bit better, okay? Colton, we're going to start with you. Please tell me where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Sure. So I'm currently in Central Oregon. I'm a software engineer for the most part, currently between jobs. And then something fun. I was thinking about this morning because I was listening to an episode where you're talking about the different regions in the Netherlands, and then you made a Flava Flav joke. When I was about 14, I played shuffleboard with Flava Flav at about 4 a.m. on a cruise ship.
What?
Yeah.
You got to tell.
Yes,
Okay, what's the
pretty random.
story here?
Do you win all of the tell us something interesting about yourself conversations that you're in?
He's in the top 5.
Yeah, so it was right after Flava Love was done filming. It was like currently coming out, and we went on a cruise to the Mexican Riviera, and just out of nowhere, on walks Flava Flav onto the ship. Lime green suit, big clock around his neck, unmistakable smell of something very herbaceous on him, and
I believe that's basil, right?
yes, basil, yeah.
Oh, oregano.
Oregano is correct, yeah. And so it was about, I think it was like the 4th or 5th night on the cruise. I was just up wandering on the deck, and he was out there on a railing, like leaning against a railing, smoking oregano. And I asked him if he wanted to play shuffleboard, and he kind of was like, yeah, whatever. And so we played for all of a minute, but it happened. So
Yeah.
Did you say you were 14?
I think so, yeah. I was.
What were you doing up at
13 or
4
14.
a.m. when you were 14?
I mean, I don't know. My parents were pretty upset that I was actually up that late, and then I told them that I was up hanging out with Flav. So I think that smoothed it over a little bit.
The only way that story's better is if you're like, yeah, I shared a blunt with Flava Flav on a cruise at 4 a.m. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little young for that, but
Would also not advice of counsel. You do not answer that question.
Like, hey, Flav, puff, give, man.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
bogart that.
A flame.
All right, Colton, it is great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Will,
Happy to be
tell
here.
everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I am from about 60 miles northwest of Chicago. I am a practicing attorney. And something fun about myself, I think I've told this story already, but it's a good one. When I was in law school, Bush v. Gore was being heard at the Supreme Court. My two buddies and I decided literally on a whim after our last final that semester, hopped in a car, drove from Chicago to D.C., camped out for 2 nights in line to see the oral arguments. We did ultimately get in after some serious shenanigans by ABC, but we did get in. And while I was in the Supreme Court, I was in the bathroom at the exact same time as the Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., who I can tell you from personal knowledge does not wash his hands after he pees.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Why
He shook my hand. He shook my hand, and I did it. He put it out there, and I'm like, what do I do right now? I shook his hand, and then I washed my hands a second time.
It is such an awkward situation to get a handshake offered in the bathroom. It is so awkward, but especially like I make note of it the same way, obviously, that you do. I make note of it if somebody walks out and they don't wash their hands. And it's like, oh, God, I know that dude. I have to shake his hand sometimes. I am not okay with this.
You know what's funny? I go the other way on that a lot of times too. It was when somebody spends too long washing their hands. I'm like, what do they know that I don't?
Where has that hand been? It also jaded me a little bit to politics, which, is nice when you're growing up. You wake up, you're young, you're idealistic, and you realize that so much of it is nonsense.
Right.
My buddy asked him in the bathroom what he thought about the case, and he said, he made some analogy about changing the rules of football in the middle of a game, and I'm like, well, that was interesting, that good thought. And then as we walked out, he gave the exact same speech 2 more times, like word for word. So that was his little line that he was ready. Yeah, it's like, all right.
Yeah. All right, Will, it's great to have you here, dude. Thanks for joining us. Eugene, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Well, hello. I am from San Luis Obispo, California. We're on the Central Coast, the beautiful Central Coast here. I'm a product designer for an education company, so I do a lot of their online stuff, which is great. Something fun about myself, I was thinking about, I was remembering decades ago now, I was crowd surfed across a stage for the introduction of the Pontiac Aztec at the Detroit Auto Show when I was in college.
What?
What?
So I went into my dorm room one day and my roommate's like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, I have class, but what's going on? He's like, he somehow got hooked up with some sort of agency where for the reveal of the Pontiac Aztec, they set up like a faux rock concert. So they wanted a bunch of college students there to like hype up the car and cheer and everything. And as part of it, I got body surfed across the stage with this car behind us. And the funny thing is, while we're driving over there, all of the handlers or whatever were like, don't talk about the car. It doesn't matter what you think about it. But when you're on the floor, all the designers, like the execs, they're all there. So don't say anything. So we got there. And they revealed this car. And I think all of us looked at each other and were like, this is the ugliest car I've ever. But we all kept our mouths shut until we got to our little green room area. And it was like, wow, that's really bad. I guess we're here. So anyway, I made $200 and blew off class and got to be at the Pontiac Aztec reveal.
That's pretty cool. It was the Cybertruck before the Cybertruck when it came to people looking like, oh, God, I hate that thing. Like, it drives a nice car. Nah, it doesn't look good.
I remember when they were like teasing it and they're like, there's a tent and there's all these like very nicely shot angles of the car. But then when they actually release it and you saw it in person, like there was no hiding that thing.
It's bad. It was like a car on top of another car.
All right, Eugene, it is great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. And Jane, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I'm Jane. I'm from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. I'm a librarian by day and just a mum by night.
And it is 2:00 in the morning where you are.
Actually, it's 4. It's almost 5 a.m. Actually. So
did you stay up?
We call that the Flavor Flav hour, right?
Yeah.
No, I went to bed. Went to bed, got up early. Much easier.
Thank you.
And my exciting thing is, I saw my first ever Metallica concert this week. So,
Ooh, what was that like?
it was pretty good. It was awesome, actually, considering I'm not the Metallica fan in our house. I bought tickets for the Metallica fan, ended up with a spare ticket, and then ended up with a second spare ticket and went, oh, fuck, I guess I have to go to this concert now. So I go to the concert and, yes, we gave the other ticket away to someone else and, got to go and see it with my husband, which is awesome.
What was the best moment of the concert? Was there a certain part that stood out?
I think so. They did Enter Sandman last, and that was pretty phenomenal, actually. I was quite impressed by that, but I love For Whom the Bell Tolls, so that was my favorite song. So
very cool. All right. Jane, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for getting up early to play with us.
Thank you.
I hope you're drinking coffee. Sometimes people, if it was 10 hours ago, you'd been drinking alcohol. This morning, probably coffee.
Yes, definitely more coffee than alcohol this time of day.
Love it.
Jonathan, is this technically an After Dark episode for Jane?
It's a
Before Dawn episode?
I can get that to you. Yep, for her, it's After Dark. All right, guys, we're going to get this thing started right now with Warm It Up Chris.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA, and that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
All right. The Warming Up Chris round for today, it was the midpoint, but then I had so much fun with it that I went ahead and made it the Warming Up Chris. I am going to read you music lyrics or a version of music lyrics. It's effectively a musical prompt that asks a question. I need you to answer that question. Okay.
Okay. From the lyric of the song that
He didn't say that. We can answer however we want, Jonathan.
It should be fairly obvious as soon as I read the first one. So we'll start with Jonathan. Because if he screws up, it doesn't matter and makes me happy.
Fair.
All right, Jonathan. First question. You shouldn't go chasing waterfalls. You should stay in which two locations?
Rivers and lakes, but only those that you're used to.
Nice. Rivers and lakes that you're used to is correct. Colton, if you want to be my lover, what do you have to do?
You have to get with my friends?
That is
Yeah,
correct.
you do.
Which is super kinky when you think about it.
Yeah. Excuse me?
I've heard that song a bunch of times. I'm always like, huh, really? Okay.
I always assumed I was just mishearing it, right?
Yep. Okay, Will.
Yes, sir.
According to Smash Mouth, what do shooting stars do?
I know this song and I can't think of it. Shooting stars. I don't know. I can't pull it.
No.
Is
Anybody
this
else?
from Walking on the Sun?
Yeah.
How does it go?
No, it's from All Star.
No, it's the other one. All Star. Yeah.
I believe they break the mold.
That Colton is correct. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Only shooting.
Oh.
You know what? If you said, what do only shooting stars do? I might have gotten it.
Yeah.
And I think we do need to be more specific. Break the mold.
Yes, that is correct.
Right.
Jane, after every breath you take and every move you make, what will I be doing?
Oh, God. No, yeah.
Will's trying to help you over here.
Okay. See you? Look at you?
Close.
Close?
What if the police were involved?
No idea.
I'll be stalking you.
Yeah.
I'll be watching you. It's a stalking
I'll be
song.
watching
Oh,
you.
that's right. It is
I'll be
true.
watching
Yeah.
you is correct. All right. Eugene, according to Tears for Fears, what does everybody want to do?
Everybody wants to rule the world. There you go. I started without knowing if I could finish it. There you go.
Ballsy.
That's how you get there.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. 3 out of 5 in the first round. Let's see if we can warm it up. Jonathan,
Yes,
what
sir.
can the power of love change a hawk to?
Power of love's curious thing. It makes one man weep, makes another man sing. Change the hawk to a little white dove.
A little white dove is
Wow.
correct.
More than a
Very-
feeling.
Done.
That's the power of love.
That's a good pull.
All right. Colton, what does one need to do in order to hit me with your best shot?
Fire away?
Fire away is
There you go.
correct. Great work.
Yeah.
All right, Will. All I want to do in the middle of the evening. What is all I want to do in the middle of the evening with Rosanna?
That's a terrible question, Nick.
Yeah.
Really,
It's worded badly.
it sounds like a Jeopardy answer.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a Toto song, right? But I don't
It's a
know.
Toto song.
Yep.
Rosanna, Rosanna.
All I want to do is yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All I want to do is
Ask the question again,
That's it.
Nick.
What is all I want to do in the middle of the evening with Rosanna?
Make love
It's
to
hold
you?
you tight. Hold you tight. All I want to do in the middle of the evening is hold you tight.
Hold you tight.
Is correct. Good work.
It took me a second to figure out that da 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 was all I want to do in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane, if it's 3 a.m., what must I be?
Crazy. Thank God.
No.
Oh, if it's 3 a.m., I must be.
You're super close. That's a valid misheard lyric. And honestly, it's what I wrote in initially before I checked.
That's what I thought it was. So I don't know what the correct answer is.
All right. Who wants to help?
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Lonely
Oh,
is the correct answer.
yes.
All right, Eugene. They call me Mr. Fahrenheit because I'm burning through the sky at what temperature?
Oh gosh. At super sonic speeds.
Oh,
is there
that's a speed.
I can't place it. Very hot.
Very hot.
way.
It is a very hot temperature. Anybody want to help him?
Is it 500 degrees?
It is not 500.
Read it again, Nick.
They call me Mr. Fahrenheit because I'm burning through the sky at what temperature?
I can't remember.
6,000?
No.
200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr.
Yeah, it's
Fahrenheit.
200.
200 was the correct
200
answer.
Wow, good
degrees.
job, Colton.
Nice.
Yep.
Very good.
All right. Jonathan, Scott told me to give this one to you.
Thanks, F you, Scott.
Yep. My palms are sweaty, my knees are weak, and my arms are heavy. What is on my sweater?
Oh, the Bengals. The Bengals.
Why would he want to give this one to me?
I don't know.
Yeah. Mom's spaghetti.
That is incorrect.
Oh, maybe that's why I wanted to give it to you, but that would have been my answer.
Say it again.
My palms are sweaty, my knees are weak, my arms are heavy. What is on my sweater?
Vomit on my sweater.
Vomit is your correct
Wow.
answer. I also would have accepted pinkest pink.
Yeah, sure you would. I would argue that depending on how quickly it came up, it might still be Mom's spaghetti.
And that's
true.
And what Scott said to me, let me read you the quote. Give this one to Jonathan because when you tell him he's wrong, he'll be so pedantic about the answer he gave.
True. True.
As I said at the beginning.
All right, Colton. I'm not too sure and I'm not too proud to say it was good to do what?
That sounds familiar.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too proud.
This is probably the hardest one. Second hardest one.
Oh man, it's right there.
If you have a tune, we might be able to help you figure out the song.
I can't quite get there.
All right. I can ask it in a sing-songy way.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
that help? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not too sure and I'm not too proud to say it was good to do what?
That didn't help at all. You
well,
sang terribly.
Nope.
I understand that.
That actually made it worse for me.
I'm not too sure and I'm not too proud. And he repeats it. He says it and then he repeats it again. I'm not too sure and I'm not too proud. Something like
Just
that.
say, uh-oh. Can you say
It is good. Yep.
Can you say?
Oh, okay. Read the lyric again then. Can we get this now?
Because I'm not
This is
I have
from
no idea.
This is
That's all I
better
got.
than Ezra. Good. What is
But it's less than Jake.
I'm not too sure and I'm not too proud to say it was good to do what?
not too
To have
sure,
met you?
and I'm not too proud to say I mean, that's all it is.
And it's
right?
good. Na 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 na.
I don't know.
All right. The answer is living with you. Live with you.
Living with you.
Oh wow.
And it's good living with you. All right.
Oh.
Will, from where is this scrub hollering at me?
Oh man, I got to go through the whole song if I'm going to get there. I give up.
All right. If he gives up, anybody want to help?
I got it. Hanging out
go
the
for it,
passenger
Colton.
side of his best friend's ride.
From the passenger
yeah.
side of his best friend's ride is correct. Jane, don't say I didn't warn you, but what is the only condition under which boys want to love?
Oh God, I'm terrible at song lyrics. I can sing along to songs. Doesn't mean I'm singing A, the right words, or B, even the words. Give it to me again.
Don't say I didn't warn you, but what is the only condition under which boys want love?
Say I didn't warn you. Oh my God.
That's it. You've got it. That's the right
Yeah,
song.
I know. It's a Taylor Swift. It's a Taylor Swift song. I know. Do I know the words? I do somewhere. It's in there. No, I can't pull it.
No? Anybody else got it?
No.
What's a Taylor Swift?
My daughter will.
Yeah.
Boys only want love if it's
easy.
no torture.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, Eugene, just a quick reminder about the mess you left when you went away. What is the thing that it is not fair to deny me?
I got you, buddy. I got you.
This sounds familiar. What is? Wait.
She's not talking about a bear.
What is it? Not. What's the second half of that?
What is the thing that it is not fair to deny me?
I can't place the song.
It's not fair to deny me.
Oh yeah.
You ought to know this answer.
Yes, you ought to know. Of the mess you made when you went away. No, I'm not having the second half of that.
All right, Jonathan.
Man. What is this?
Cross I bear that you gave to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Jonathan.
I can never get Kevin from The Office out of my head from doing that.
All right, last time through. This I think is the hardest one.
Yeesh.
Okay, Jonathan. When all else fails and you long to be something better than you are today, where can you get away?
I don't know if I know the song or if it's.
You definitely know the song.
Yeah, the lyrics are going to come to me though. Paste it in the chat, Nick. That's a long lyric.
I can do that.
Oh yeah.
Is it the Copacabana?
No.
Is it? I don't know. Anybody have any ideas?
Is it where everybody knows your name?
Is there everyone? Yeah.
No.
I didn't think so.
And you long to be something better than you are today. No. All right. That's Vogue by Madonna. It's a dance floor.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay. That's called. I like that. That's cool.
All right, Colton. When the clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade, there is still enough time to figure what out.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody else feeling super warm?
I was just looking at this. The last one you got right was question 11.
Nick, I might need you to sing this one to me.
That's not going to help.
No,
It hasn't.
it's not going to make it worse.
The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear the song. I don't know.
There's
what comes
still
next.
enough time to figure out how.
This is I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney
Oh.
Houston, if that helps.
Oh, I was share a birthday with her.
I can't
Is
grab it.
Is it just Figure It Out, Nick?
No.
No?
How to chase my blues away.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. Will.
Oof.
Someone should pour me a double shot of whiskey. Jack Daniels and I have a history. At which location is the party downtown?
I have absolutely no idea. I'll say Studio 54.
That is incorrect.
Anybody
else?
Is this from Tipsy?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Do you know it, Jane?
6th Street? Is it 6th Street?
It's 5th Street, but yes,
Good
it's
enough.
close enough. Yeah.
I didn't know this song.
Very good.
There's a
Finally
party
go on.
downtown near 5th Street. Oh,
Yeah, I've only heard that song 1,000 times.
Right.
That one.
Eugene, you got music today, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do great.
All right, Jane. Let's see. Penultimate one. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part where I break free and say what?
Yeah, that.
The name of the song is literally in the question.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Nick, is it break free or is it stronger?
It's break free.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Jonathan, do you know it?
I mean, all I know is I want to break free, but I don't know what's next here.
Sorry. The answer is I don't want you.
Don't.
Okay.
All right, well, fine. Okay. That's how you feel.
All right. And Eugene, last chance to get one right in the second half of this warm it up, Chris.
Gosh.
I just want you for my own, which is more than you would know. My wish is to receive what present on which day?
This round got a lot harder.
Yeah. I got to change the group I test these with because they went like 17 out of 20.
Did they have more than 10 or 15 seconds under pressure?
They all were insta-gets.
Wow.
What?
And on a lot of cases, all three of them got it right.
Christmas?
Two-part question.
Birthday? All I want is my two front teeth. I have no idea. I've got nothing.
I got nothing either. What do you got, Nick?
I just want you for my own, more than you would ever know. Make my wish come true.
Oh, all I want for Christmas is you.
There you go. That is the correct answer.
I wasn't sure if that was it.
And Mr. Groves,
All
Nick,
right.
the last question is for you. Late nights, all alone with a test tube. Maxwell Edison majored in what?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, you do. Late nights, all alone with a test tube. Maxwell Edison majoring in.
It's a Beatles song. Medicine.
There you go.
Medicine. Yeah. Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, nobody's warmed up. It's going to be a slow start.
I'm stressed. The stress count is being warmed up.
That is your warm it up, Chris, for the episode. Thank you, Nick.
Oh man, I wanted to do lots of these because I thought they were fun, but apparently
I loved
it.
Well, they were fun. The first round was in particular.
Right.
I thought it was great. Guys, it's going to be episode number 560. That means we are on the main feed. So hello, everybody. Glad to see you're here, and thanks for listening. I do have some. I should always say this. Be sure if you want more Trivial Warfare, go to trivialwarfarearmy.com. Sign up as a sergeant or higher. And if you want the chance to come on the show in the future, sign up as a lieutenant or higher. Okay. Now, business out of the way. I have some bad news that I need to share with the Army. It's two of these like within a month. I've had two sets of bad news to share. It's not great. I need to let you guys know that my beloved pet, Rambo, has passed away. So, we had to take him to the vet on Monday and help him, cross over the Rainbow Bridge, as it were. For y'all who have been listening for a long time, you would remember us talking about Rambo all the way, like back in the early hundreds episodes. We were
maybe before that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the very beginning, we were in my apartment, and every recording, I would build the studio and then I would tear the studio down. So it was always in the middle of my living room whenever we recorded, and Rambo was there for every one of them. He was 18 years old, and he just had some things that were happening that were keeping him from being able to breathe comfortably. And once that reaches a certain point, you don't want your pet to choke to death. It's a horrifying thought. So we did what we felt was the right thing. But we're very sad about it. And I know that some of you guys remember Rambo. Some of you guys have met Rambo. Quite a few, actually. So I just wanted to let you guys know. And I guess that's it. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys.
Yeah, it sucks, Jonathan.
It does.
It always sucks.
It's hard times. But that is not going to keep us from having fun today, because today's matchup is going to be Will and Eugene versus Jonathan, Colton, and Jane. Nick is hosting, and it's time to play the game.
Hello, everyone. This is Carmela inviting you to the game. It is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. Each round has 3 questions, and each correct answer will get you 10 points. And in the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause, which, by the way, what does that even mean, pause for the cause? Ben, Jonathan, who wrote this? We're not pausing. The game is continuing. Anyway, we have a midpoint. It's worth 20 points. It could be juicy points, it could be regular points, whatever your preference. And then after the 6th round, you can risk it all in a series of themed questions that we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy. So let's get started. Wham.
All right, Nick.
All right. Round 1, question number 1. Your category is like the fires last night at the circus.
Oh, God. Oh, no. I mean, I have a Sherlock idea
I like
here.
to Sherlock.
I just don't want to do it. There's no way
It
that
has
he's
to
doing
be.
this. There's no way.
It has to be.
There's no way.
Nick, did you know the participants when you wrote this game?
Did. Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna Sherlock it in, and you know what my answer is. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. And Eugene, I'm pulling rank. We're doing it.
Jane and Colton, really quick. Since he's locked in, he's sure locked in. I want to let you know what's going on. Will loves a specific joke. He's told it.
The whole world loves that joke, Jonathan.
And the punchline to the joke is that it's intense, which is playing on intense versus intense. The fires down at the circus, they were intense, right?
Intense, yeah.
So he's Sherlocking in with intense. I want to give you all that knowledge and ask, do you want to lock in with intense?
You don't know what I'm locking in with, Jonathan.
Or shall we wait and hold our Sherlock for a different question?
Feels so early just to Sherlock right out of the gate.
Right.
I would hold it personally. I think it's.
I'm good with holding.
I'm good with holding.
Do it.
All right.
Hold it.
Wait,
All right,
you're not doing it either, Will? You've already.
No, we are doing it. I want you to hold it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Eugene, you're with Will, dude. You're stuck.
I got it. I guess I'm going with it.
Eugene's not going to fight
We're
it.
coming along.
All right, no Sherlock.
Eugene,
Right.
he literally wrote that category to get me to Sherlock in that answer.
He did. He did.
I know, but what happens if he knew you knew?
He definitely knew he knew.
There's no question about it. All right. Question number 1, round number 1. Once again, your category is like the fires last night at the circus. Featuring fan favorite contestants Thomas, Jasmine, and Aaron. The Series 16 finale of which beloved television show aired on November 4th, 2025? All right, you got 1 minute left.
Oh, hold on.
10 seconds.
All right.
We're locked in.
Yeah, cool. Then we're going to go with Jane's answer, I think. Colton, do you agree? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, that's good with me.
Jane, you want to tell us what you're thinking now? They've locked in. We could your answer's locked in too, but you can tell us what's on your mind.
So Jonathan said, can you think of anything involving tense? And I was like, there's a show I've watched that's intense, and it's the Great
Because I was
British Bake Off.
suggesting Survivor, right? Because
Yes,
they're all
yes.
living in tents.
Yeah.
And what was it?
But yeah, I think Survivor's been around for way too long. So yeah, Great British Bake Off. I'm sure that they compete in tents out in the regional Britain somewhere. So we locked in with Great British Bake Off.
Love it.
All right, Will and Eugene, what did you say?
So first of all, we eliminated Survivor at the outset because I'm a huge Survivor fan, and I know that the first season was when I was in my second year in law school. So it's way older than that.
But he didn't say season in the question. He said series.
Yeah, no, he said it premiered. It's series 16 finale.
What is a series?
Well, it's
That
the
doesn't
same
mean
thing as a season.
Maybe, but that's why we were.
Regardless, I assumed that it was a show that's only been on for 16 years or possibly only 8 years. If like Survivor, there are 2 seasons a year. So we were talking about singing shows and America's Got Talent and this and that. And we got nothing, no connection to any of the names, no connection to any of the clues. And finally, at the last second, I think when Nick said there's 10 seconds left, I said, what about a cooking show? And Eugene said the British Bake Off or the Great British Bake Off. And I said, sure, let's go with that. And he said, oh, that's intense. And I said, oh, well, then we should definitely go with that.
And then what do you cook with? You cook with fires. So there you go. And series is a very British way of talking about seasons.
Yeah, it is. They call it series. And
They
you're
call it
right.
series. So
All right. So neither team had an answer until the 3-minute and 52-second mark. Both teams answered the Great British Bake Off. Your correct answer is the Great British Bake Off.
Wow.
Nice.
Great job, Jane.
Yeah,
You saved
good
our
pull, Jane.
bacon.
In the UK, they do not call them season; they call them series.
There you go.
And the show takes place in the baking tent. It's intense.
I've never seen a single episode.
So I assume that was not a correct Sherlock.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Will.
No, that was our answer. Our answer was the Great British Bake Off. No,
it was. You got it right, but your Sherlock of intense was not correct.
I would just like to thank you, Nick, for having me be the inspiration for a category name. That's
100%.
a new achievement unlocked.
I wrote the question and I went, "Oh God, what do I make for this category?" And then I happened to be back in the host chat, and I was like, "Well, I wonder what the lineup is for the episode." And I went, "Oh, it's Will. I know what I'm doing."
Level up, baby.
Yep. All right. Perfect game so far. Round 1, question number 2. Your category is "It's always about royalties." Which artist, known for their battles with music labels, was likely the first mainstream artist to release an album primarily via the internet, doing so in 1997 via their website, loveforOneAnother.com?
Nick, question that maybe everybody wants to hear, maybe not. You can choose whether or not to answer it. When you say artist, is that implying an individual, or could that be individual or group?
When I say artist and there, I am implying nothing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'll answer it. It could be either. It's not. It's definitely one or the other, though.
Thanks.
And what was the category again?
The category is "It's always about royalties."
Another question for you, just
okay.
little more pedantic.
Sure.
In the first line, it says artist. In the third line, it says artists. Is that a typo? Because it's grammatically incorrect unless it means more than one artist.
Well, yeah.
So,
now that you've asked that, our answer is based on that fact. So it is important to answer that.
I will give you hints. Which artist, singular individual, likely the first of the mainstream artists plural, referring to mainstream.
You didn't say of the first. You said likely the first mainstream artists.
Yeah.
So I was actually arguing in my chat that it had to be a band because of that.
Right.
I was just getting to that same thought process, Will.
Yeah, that artist is it is the answer is a singular artist, and the artists plural is in referring to all of the artists that make up the mainstream.
Okay, we're gonna lock in.
All right, Will and Eugene, you can talk out loud for.
Do we have to?
For 1 minute.
We've got absolutely nothing. Eugene's first thought was Prince, and it was based entirely on the category. Neither of us have any idea about love for one another, what that is. Neither of us are picking up any clues out of the question. I was actually arguing heavily in the chat that it had to be had to be a band and was likely a 4-person band, given love for one another and the 4 being the digit. And obviously that's entirely wrong. Eugene, I'm fine with your answer of Prince. I'm frankly fine with your Bob Dylan answer. I don't care. I don't know.
Wasn't there? I feel like there was a Bob Dylan or someone of his era who.
All right, I need an answer. That's 4 minutes.
Let's go with Prince.
All right, Prince.
They're saying Prince. Jonathan, Shane, and Colton, what'd you lock in with?
We also locked in with Prince. Oh, sorry, Jonathan. Go ahead.
That's all right. We usually talk about it a little bit before we share the answer.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to.
Yeah, we were going through all the same stuff that Will and Eugene were going through. We were like, is this a group? Is it whatever? Right. And then I asked about the category again, and it's always about royalties. Nothing in the question was giving us any answers. So it's like, okay, royal individuals, royalties. It's going to be a king, a queen, a prince. A prince? Okay. So we locked in with Prince.
Yeah. Probably both teams answered Prince. Probably one of the best known artist known for battling with music labels? Your correct answer is Prince.
Wow. Nice job, Eugene. I don't think I would have even come up with that guess.
Yeah.
And which artist formerly known as?
Yeah.
All right. Round one, question number 3. I don't think I've ever been part of a game where both teams took the entirety of the amount of time and then everybody gets everything right.
Right.
Well, we're going to keep that going. 4 hour,
It would have been
4 hour episode, baby.
Nick, it would have been awesome if the question had been which artist formerly known for their battles. That would have been brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3 in round number 1. Your category is, why is it green? In 1949, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization was founded by 11 countries of varying military power, and most notably, which 12th country that maintains no standing army, navy, or air force?
Locked in.
All right. Will and Eugene, you can talk out loud.
Okay. I mean, we're talking about flag colors now. Green. Why is it green? We're talking about we're asking whether NATO is the Vatican is part of NATO, which I don't think they are, and we're just circling a little bit. We'll start with Switzerland, but I think Switzerland has an army.
Okay, well then we shouldn't say them. Do you know? Do you have any idea what the color of the flag of NATO is? If NATO is a green flag,
no, I don't know.
Because if they don't, then I think green has to be. Probably even part of the answer, if not a huge clue to get there. Part of me wants to say Greenland, but the problem with that is I don't know if Greenland was a country then. I don't think it is technically a country now. I think
it's part of Denmark, right?
Well, Denmark rules them, but I don't know whether it's technically. I don't know if it's a country or not. It depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
But there is that old, Iceland is green and Greenland is covered with ice. Why is it?
I was going to say Iceland too. Yeah. But. I mean, it could be Greenland.
Could it be Iceland?
It could be
Iceland, actually.
Does Iceland have an army? I can't imagine Iceland having an army.
You know what? I like the answer of Iceland because you could be there. Well, why is it green if it's Iceland? Yeah. Iceland's not a bad guess, just on that. And we don't think Greenland is a country. I think I like Iceland as an answer better than Greenland now that I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you'd put green in the category clue if the answer was Greenland.
Then let's say Iceland. Are you okay with that?
Let's go Iceland. I'm down with Iceland.
All right, we're going to say Iceland.
Let's lock in.
We're gonna say the dentist Stanton and his Wolf the dentist Stanton and
all right, Will and Eugene are locked in with Iceland. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you say?
Yeah, we didn't really have any good idea about this. We didn't have like a solid Sherlockable answer, but we both agreed like there's that thing where it's like, why is it called, or why is it green when it's called Iceland? So we also landed on Iceland.
All right, so both teams said Iceland. Both teams are correct. Iceland is the only member of NATO that does not maintain
this game's easy. We haven't missed anything.
Sikowski, Kit, let me never again question your wisdom.
I'm putting teams together.
You have put these two teams together who have gotten to the correct answer that they didn't know in the exact same way three times using every single second.
Yeah. And thinking about that, perfect score after round number 1, 30-30 for both teams. Both teams using the categories to get their answers and not relying on the questions at all. So excellent work out of that. All right. I'm real happy with how my categories are going.
Yeah, we are too, honestly.
Yeah.
Round number 2, question number 1. Your category is the venerated house of Ferdinand and Claribel.
Hold on. Wait.
Are you Sherlocking, Jonathan? Is that what's going on?
All right. Too long. Unless you got a quick answer. No.
All right. Here we go.
Thank you. Sorry.
Round 2, question number 1. The category is the venerated house of Ferdinand and Claribel. The term vaccine is derived from the Latin vacca, which is the Latin word for which animal, with a nearly 360-degree field of vision. It was named because the first vaccine was specifically designed to fight a pox, also named after this animal, as it was believed they were the source of the viral infection.
I'd like to say that we have... and we're locked in.
All right, Will and Eugene.
I think vacca is cow in Latin, but I don't know anything else about the question.
Well, I believe that smallpox, cowpox, there was a cowpox thing, and there was a doctor who was connecting cows, and like they used some sort of attenuated version of cowpox to try to vaccinate people against cowpox. And there's some story around that, if I remember correctly.
Well, if we're both getting to cow in two completely different ways, and we both want to say that, I think we should go. I don't know what Ferdinand and Clarabelle means. There's a Clarabelle cow in the Disney.
In Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
What about Ferdinand? Is Ferdinand a cow as well?
Maybe. Is that...
I feel guilty if we don't get this directly from the category, but I still do think we should say cow.
Breaking our streak. Moo moo. I think we go with cow. Let's lock in.
All right. Will and Eugene locked in with cow. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you say?
So when you gave the category, I stopped you and I told my team, hey, this is a cow and a bull. Clarabelle's a cow. Ferdinand is the bull who likes sniffing the flowers instead of bullfighting. But I couldn't say, I don't think the answer is going to be cow. If one of them's a bull, then he's not a cow. So I was like, we can do cow or bull. And then it's like, that's taking too long. Can't Sherlock it. But yeah, I was the third person to answer correctly in our chat, even though I already knew that we were talking about a cow and a bull. We said cow.
All right. Both teams said cow. Your correct answer is cow. Good job.
Am I the only one that got it from Latin?
Yes.
I got it from the Latin.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Very good.
Great minds think alike. So do Jane and I.
All right. Round 2, question number 2. Your category is Just Get in the Damn Boat. Played by Kathy Bates in 1997's Titanic. Which famous survivor was known for her philanthropic and political work with soup kitchens and the Women's Suffrage Association in Colorado?
I'm just waiting to see what Jane's going to say. All that typing and you give us 2 words? Yeah, we're locked in.
I wasn't actually typing. I put the phone down. I don't know why.
Really? It was giving us the dots like forever.
Because they had to cross the Pacific Ocean.
Apparently.
All right, Will and Eugene.
All right, we do not know. The only single name that's even been put in our chat is Susan B. Anthony, because I know she has something to do with the women's suffrage movement. Yeah. I don't know if it's in Colorado or not. I don't know whether she was on the Titanic. I don't even know whether she was alive when the Titanic sailed. I feel like if Kathy Bates played Susan B. Anthony in the movie Titanic, I feel like I would know that, and I don't, and I've never heard that fact. So that makes it a bad answer.
I watched Titanic in the theater in 1997, and then I promptly decided to ignore it for the rest of my life. So I have no idea. The only thing we can agree on is our disdain for Nick right now.
Oh, yeah, but, that goes without saying.
Well, welcome to the club. We have a lot of members.
I mean, I'm all right with Susan B. Anthony. I've got literally nothing else.
Well, it's an embarrassingly bad answer, probably. But given that I've already said it out loud, we might as well say it because we know everything better.
Might as well. I'm in. Sounds good.
All right. They said Susan B. Anthony, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton.
Wait, no. We said Anthony.
They said
Susan B.
They
Susan
said
B. with
Anthony.
his flavor text.
Georgette Anthony. You never know.
Just in case it was Carmelo.
Fair. Played by Kathy Bates in 1997. Right. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what do you have to say?
Her range is amazing.
Oscar Award nominated.
Yeah, so this was the first part of this was an insta-get for me. I know the character, I know who we're talking about. I just needed to double check the last name and make sure with my teammates see if they knew the last name for sure. Kathy Bates played a character. Her nickname is Unsinkable. She's a historical figure. The Unsinkable Molly Brown.
I have heard of that person.
We're worried about the last name, but we said the Unsinkable Molly Brown.
Your correct answer. So one team said Anthony, the other team said the Unsinkable Molly Brown. Your correct answer is Margaret Brown, known better as the Unsinkable Molly Brown.
There we go.
Well done.
Good job.
Good job.
Nice.
All right.
You could have had a better category there, Nick.
Yeah, you know what? That's easily the least relevant category to figuring out the answer. Round 2, question number 3. Your category is before Keel chased down McGavin.
Could you paste that?
Already in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Drawn by the social panic about a 1916 incident in New Jersey, a 1964 news report about the Long Island fisherman Frank Mundus was the inspiration for which 1974 Peter Benchley novel and later Spielberg adaptation?
I've got meow meows, guys.
Yeah, good with me.
Lock it.
I don't have meow meows, but I'm 95% sure I think the same thing, Jonathan.
All right. Are you, Jonathan, you're locked in? All right. Will and Eugene, you can talk out loud.
Drawn by...
Well, you said Jaws. Is that from knowledge or is that...
That's just from the Spielberg adaptation of a novel from 1974. I mean, I guess I don't actually know that it's... I don't know that it's 74, but didn't we just have the 50th anniversary? Was the 50th anniversary of it this year or last year? It might have been this year. It might have been a 1975 movie, which would make me wrong.
But I like this with...
no. It says 1974 novel and later Spielberg adaptation. Yeah, I think it's Jaws.
Jaws. Yeah, I like that. With the fisherman and social panic. That sounds great. And let's go with Jaws.
All right. So Will and Eugene said Jaws. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton.
I don't know where the category was going. The only McGavin I can name is Scooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore.
Shooter. So you can't name him either.
You know who I can name, though?
That might be the funniest thing Nick's ever said.
The person I can name is Peter Benchley, who is the author of the book Jaws. We locked in with Jaws.
All right. So both teams said Jaws. Correct answer is Jaws. Good work. Yeah. So in the last scene of the movie, Happy Gilmore, when Shooter McGavin steals his jacket, who chases him down?
I don't freaking
Jaws.
remember.
I'm going to guess Keel
from 007.
Oh,
The actor Richard Keel.
Richard
Sir,
Keel.
I believe you struck my foot. Richard Keel chases him down. Richard Keel is the actor who played Jaws in James Bond.
Nice.
So everybody got the reference and nobody got it.
Yeah.
Like we all saw it, but nobody. I don't know what it means.
But you know what? Thank you, Colton, for accurately getting it right after the fact. I appreciate that.
Perfect. That's when you want to get it right, is after
the fact. All right.
When it's most important.
After round number 2, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton are still perfect with 60 points to Will and Eugene's depressingly small 50.
It was a ridiculous pairing, Kit. I can't believe you.
All right, round 3, question number 1. Your category is the power behind the throne. Born Andreas Cornelius van Kurjik in Breda, the Netherlands, the music manager behind which artist came to the United States as an undocumented immigrant stowaway in 1929?
I would like to lock in with Eugene's answer, but I'm going to rely on him to do so.
Lock.
All right.
Lock.
Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, you can talk out loud.
All right. So, Jane, you want to tell us what you were suggesting and why?
Well, my first instinct was, for some reason, it just tickled a thing in my mind. This would have to be the manager of Elvis Presley from the movie Elvis. For some reason, in my head, I'm thinking he had another name and that he definitely was an immigrant. Oh, maybe
he was an immigrant. So in the movie, which I haven't seen, the character was an immigrant?
I feel like he was, and now I'm questioning.
I wouldn't question everything. I think that's totally
everything. You're questioning everything.
Possible answer. So
everything.
You said it first. That was my gut too, because if you're coming here as an immigrant in 1929, you're probably more than 0 years old, right? So he's probably, 10, 15 years old, which would put him in his late 30s or 40s in the 50s to manage Elvis, which feels good. And I thought the name, I said, is the name of his manager Colonel Tom? Like Colonel Tom Parker is a name that has in my head. And I mentioned that, and Colton yeah, but that sounds like a fake ass name, which maybe it is.
Well, I want to go back to the category too, because it's something behind the throne. And
say it again, Nick.
Elvis is
category is the power behind the throne.
The king.
I appreciate the help from the host there.
I like that.
He asked to read it. He asked me to read it.
That's better. We're going to say Elvis Presley. Lock it in.
All right. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton said Elvis. Will and Eugene, what did you lock in with?
So now we're going against 4 people, just to be clear. We also
Yeah, Nick's not allowed to read something when we ask him to.
he read it with some flair there. The category is Power Behind the Throne.
Right. So.
Eugene suggested Elvis really early on, and it took a couple of seconds for me to think that was a really good answer. We got to the point where Eugene was trying to come up with other answers, and I was fighting hard for his first thought. My father's going to be incredibly disappointed in me because I could not remember his manager's name. It started with, in the chat, Colonel something, Colonel something, and then it was Colonel Tom something. And then at the last second, I remembered Colonel Tom Parker about 3 seconds before Jonathan mentioned that.
I wondered why you were so excited when I said it.
Yeah, because I had literally just written Parker down. I was going to make my dad proud of me again. It failed. But yeah, that can't be his real name. So everything fits. And then the category, we locked in with Eugene's answer of Elvis Presley.
All right. Or just Presley?
No, this time we're going for it. This time we're going for it.
All right. So both teams said Elvis. Both teams are correct. Colonel Tom Parker was born as Andreas Cornelius von Kruijik in Breda, the Netherlands.
Wow.
Good job, Eugene.
All right. Round 3, question number 2. The category is Veronica's Scourge.
Wait. No, serious. Wait. All right, we're going to Sherlock.
All right. Which fictional character is celebrating their 104th birthday this year and was created by the Washburn Crosby Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota, after a puzzle contest resulted in the need to answer hundreds of letters asking for cooking advice?
Well, that sucked. All right, paste the question. I really liked our guess.
I did too. That was a great guess. And I could still be the right answer.
I don't believe so.
Well, you got to have faith.
Well, we're going to lock in.
All right, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, you can talk out loud, but you only have 3 minutes and 47 seconds to do so.
All right, guys. So, Minneapolis.
And Nick, feel free to help him.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. We can talk out loud, guys. This is going to be cooking advice. So, Betty Crocker.
Well, that was my first thought once it was cooking is it Betty Crocker or one of those?
Uncle Ben, Mrs. Buttersworth, the Quaker Oats guy.
Oh, Betty. It's Betty. It's Betty. Veronica and Betty.
Veronica and Betty. There we go.
Okay.
I love it.
That wasn't your Sherlock before?
No, it wasn't.
I'll tell you in a
Oh
second.
my gosh.
Will and Eugene Sherlock did it.
We're like Betty Boop, Betty this, Betty that.
Yeah.
Well, I went a different direction. I would argue that mine was actually strong. But we're going to say Betty Crocker.
All right. They said Betty Crocker. Will and Eugene, what did you lock in with?
Go for it, Eugene.
So we were when you were Sherlocking, the first thing that came to my mind, well, I think Will said Betty. And so we just started naming Betty's, Betty White, Betty Davis, Betty Boop. I was asking if Betty Gabler is a thing. And then as soon as the question was asked, like, well, here's another Betty. Has to do with food. So we locked in with Betty Crocker pretty quick.
All right. So both teams said Betty Crocker. Both teams are correct. Betty Crocker is your right answer.
Woo.
Yeah, no, if I'd have thought Betty, we wouldn't have Sherlocked because that's just picking a random Betty from a big list.
I thought that's what you were doing.
Veronica's Scourge. When I hear Veronica, I think Veronica Mars. Mars, Scourge, Mars attacks. Veronica's Scourge equals Mars attacks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a far
We were
way
so
around.
close.
Solid.
I think our Sherlock was closer.
You said your Sherlock would have been Betty, at which point I would have asked you to be
No,
more
I meant
specific.
intense.
Be more
Oh.
specific. Nice.
All right. Round 3. Question number 3. Your category is, this one's due in 4 minutes.
Well, there's no Sherlocks left, so roll it.
Which word for the latest time something should be completed has its origins in Civil War prisons, identifying a circle the prisoners could not cross lest they be shot?
I have meow meows.
Great.
Let's see. That's what I was going to say. I agree. I'm good with it. Colton,
Yeah. Go for it,
Lock
Eugene.
in.
I love it. Tell everybody what you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, so we're talking about prisoners getting shot. I have something. I think I know this, but I don't. I'm definitely not meow meow knowing this. But deadline is the word that comes to mind. If you go past the line, then you'll get shot and you'll be shot dead. So I think I saw the history of that at some point in my life.
I have turned things in past the deadline and not gotten penalized multiple times, but I still think that's a good answer.
Did you do it while in prison?
During the Civil War.
Did you do it during the Civil War? Yeah.
I did do it in prison in the Civil War, yes.
Because they were strict about their deadline.
So you are locking in with deadline, yes?
Deadline.
Yes.
All right, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, you had meow meows.
Jane, this is you.
Yeah, I read a lot of Civil War era books and things like that. That's one of my interests, and yeah, it's a deadline, 100%.
All right. So both teams had deadline. Both teams are correct. Deadline is your right answer. Right?
Nice.
Hot dog.
And see what I did with the category there?
No, I don't remember the category.
This one's due in 4 minutes.
Due in 4. There's a deadline.
Ironically, that's like the first question we didn't take all 4 minutes to do.
All right. After round number 3, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton are still perfect. 90-80 over Will and Eugene. Super close game. All right. Your midpoint. More questions that need to be answered from music lyrics.
Okay, I'm going to have a breather. I'll leave you to it, Colton.
All right, here's your question.
Ooh, come on, Hot Sunday.
In addition to buying herself flowers, what are the other 5 things Miley Cyrus can do better than you can? 1 minute remaining. All right, I need answers.
That was a fast minute.
It was
definitely that last one.
It was exactly a minute.
All right, Nick, those are the 5.
And I'm going to need more on the third one. And I'm going to need any answer from Will and Eugene.
Oh, I'm typing it out right now, literally.
I know. That's the second one, Jonathan.
No.
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
One.
You were correct. I'm going to need more on the fourth one.
Oh. He's not going to give it to us as is, so let's add that.
Sure. Okay, fine. Ooh, okay.
Nick is regretting this question.
I am. Okay. So the question was, in addition to buying yourself flowers, what other 5 things can Miley Cyrus do better than you can? The team of Will and Eugene.
I don't know the lyrics to this song at all. I know the basic cadence of it, so I tried to pick things that a romantic partner would do for the singer that fit that same buy myself flowers. I can walk on the beach. I can open my own door. I can cook my own food. I pop open my champagne. I buy myself dinner.
All right. Open door, walk on the beach, cook champagne, and buy dinner. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you answer?
So I really love the song that this is based on. It's a Bruno Mars song called When I Was Your Man. And I know, and this is, so the Flowers song is a direct reaction to that. I don't know the lyrics to the Flowers song, so I gave everybody the lyrics to the other song, right? Which is, I should have bought you flowers and held your hand, give you all my hours when I had the chance, take you to every party because you love to dance, do all the things that I should have done when I was your man, right? That's the original song. And so we were just trying to take that and spin them. So we gave Nick hold her own hand. She can go to a party. She can dance. She can spend her own hours. And then he asked for more information. So we said watching TV. And then we said do all the things that you should have done. There you go. So those were our 5 answers.
All right. Your correct answers. And I'm happy to say that one of the teams got some of them.
Which team, Nick?
Miley can buy herself flowers, write her name in the sand, talk to herself for hours, say things you don't understand. She can take herself dancing, and she can hold her own hand.
Hey, we got 2.
Okay.
Jonathan, Jane, and Colton got 2. Will and Eugene are also here.
I knew there was something about the
Hang on. I want to play lawyer for a second. You never wrote in the question that they were from the lyrics of the song. She can, in fact, do all those things better than I can. We get full credit.
That is absolutely fair and a valid lawyer argument. And as the judge, jury, and executioner on this podcast,
I say to you, nay.
All right. After the midpoint, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton are up 98-80 over Will and Eugene. All right, 98-80 after the midpoint. We move on to round 4. Question number 1. The category is science.
Science.
Which chemical element with the atomic number 87 was discovered in 1939 by Marguerite Perry, a physicist and assistant of Marie Curie? She discovered the element studying the radioactive decay of actinium and named it after her home.
All right, we're going to lock in.
Jonathan, Jane, and Colton are locked in. Will and Eugene, you can talk out loud.
Yeah. So we don't have knowledge here.
No.
So we're going to go on the clues here.
I know this is so ridiculous. Science and music are my weakest categories. So luckily, I'm not afraid to sound like a moron because I am one, and everybody knows it anyway. There's a scene in The Big Bang Theory where they're playing win, lose, or draw, and Sheldon is trying to get the other person to say Polish. Even though the word is polish, he's trying to get him to say Polish. Right. And he draws Madame Curie dying of some kind of poisoning when she discovered it. And I think that may be the answer, but I can't remember what he said when he was doing that. And he said, although she was a something citizen, she was Polish by birth. I don't think she grew up in Poland. I don't think she worked in Poland. I think she was
Curie?
just a Polish. Yeah. So I don't think Poland is going to end up being part of it.
Gotcha. Where would it have been then?
I don't know.
Germany, and
she was a Belgian national, but Polish by birth. I can't remember, and I don't know from reality or actually knowing it. Literally, all I know is from that scene in The Big Bang Theory.
Germanium is a thing. Is that a thing?
I've heard of it. I think I've heard of it. It rings a bell. I'm fine with that as an answer. I don't think that's what he described that she died while discovering.
I mean, I think Marie Curie probably died of she died of radiation poisoning.
Yeah,
eventually.
But it's specific. I think he said died of radiation poisoning while discovering something, and I can't remember. But
Perry discovered this, not Curie.
Yeah.
So
I'm fine with germanium if you think that's a thing, and she might be from Germany. Who knows? I don't have a better answer.
All right, I need an answer.
I guess we're going with germanium.
All right. Will and Eugene said germanium. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you lock in with?
I've learnt somewhere, and if I've learnt incorrectly, then I'm going to have to figure out where it was that I learned it. But for some reason, I'm sure that polonium is named for Poland, that the Curies were Polish, and that was why it was named for them, and that it's definitely around them. So we locked in with polonium.
All right. So Jonathan, Jane, and Colton said polonium. Will and Eugene said germanium. A couple of points of order here, just to clarify things. Germanium is named after Germany. Polonium is named after Poland. The Curies, Marie Curie was Varvasovian. She was from Poland, and she did name polonium after the country she was from. Unfortunately, the question is not about her. The question's about her assistant, Marguerite Perry, who worked with her when she worked at the Sorbonne, which is the University of Paris. The correct answer is francium.
Oh my God, damn it.
Not knowing.
Colton, when you said maybe francium after the fact, I was like, I thought francium's way later than that.
Yeah, Marie Curie did most of her work at the University of Paris.
So did Thomas Aquinas.
Mm-hmm. All right. So nobody got that right. 10 points to me. Yay. Round 4. You know what? The first question that both teams missed was the only question I didn't give a real category for.
True enough.
I think we should throw it out. That only makes sense there.
True.
Right. All right. Round 4. Question number 2. Your category is more than just a train driver. Who became the first woman to lead a major U.S. military operation when she spearheaded the 1863 Combahee Ferry raid, commanding Union soldiers in an attack on low country plantations that liberated more than 700 enslaved people?
We're gonna lock in.
You're locking in with my guess? I love it. I locked in with yours earlier.
All right.
Perfect.
Will and Eugene are locked in. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, you can talk out loud.
No. Colton locked us in.
Colton locked in.
Oh, I thought Eugene
fine.
locked in.
I thought Eugene locked in too. All right.
I totally misheard
Colton
it.
was talking.
Got it.
Whoever's not locked in.
All right, so we're not locked in.
We're not.
I'm going off of the question alone, and my first guess was Harriet Tubman, and then Eugene had the immediate thought, oh, more than just a train driver, Underground Railroad. That's a really good guess. He was typing that. It popped up in the chat, and then I heard someone say locked in, and I was like, all right, I like it. You like that answer so much, you're locking in my guess. So we said Harriet Tubman.
All right, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you say?
We had almost the exact same conversation. We said more than just a train driver, Underground Railroad. What's her name? Harriet Tubman.
What's her name?
Yeah.
That was my contribution. I'm like, Underground Railroad, what's her name?
Which we almost locked in with. I think that would have been good enough.
All right. So both teams locked in with Harriet Tubman. Both teams
Hang on, Nick, you're in their chat. Did they lock in on what's her name, or did they not lock in on Tubman?
No, they did. They did get to Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Jonathan didn't, but the rest of his team did. Yeah. All right. Your correct answer is Harriet Tubman. Good work. Yeah, and then it's like the next time a woman leads a major U.S. military operation is like 1978. Like it's much later.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Round 4, question number 3. Your category is a big shot. The first ever CD sold was on October 1st, 1982, and was the 6th album for which Long Island native? The money from the sale probably went to his first wife, Elizabeth Weber Small, who had divorced him 3 months earlier.
Meow meow.
Oh, meow meow.
Man, I wish we'd saved our Sherlock now. That was my thought on the category, too.
All right.
Y'all are locked in?
They're locked in. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton.
Yeah, I don't want a 3-2-1 Colton just in case. But yeah, you said a big shot and then said 1982 album. Guys, Billy Joel had a album around 1982 with a song Big Shot on it. So, and he did go and get married to his second wife not too long after, within the next 2 or 3 years, which was Christy Brinkley. Do y'all have any other thoughts that are not Billy Joel related?
Many, but not about this question.
Such a great answer. All right, let's say Billy Joel then.
All right. They're locking in with Billy Joel, Will, and Eugene. You all had meow meows. What did you say?
Because you had to be a big shot last night. All the fun to be around. And you had to be a big shot. Yeah. As soon as you said big shot, I thought Billy Joel. Then I heard a little bit about your question, and then I heard you say Long Island. I'm like, okay, I don't know the rest of the question, but yeah, we're locked in.
All right. So both teams said Billy Joel. Both teams are correct. Billy Joel is your right answer. And finally, everybody gets a music question right. It's been a long time coming. All right. After round number 4, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton maintain their 18-point lead, 118-100. Still a close game, though.
Cool.
All right.
I need you guys to miss something, please.
Round 5. They missed polonium. What more do you want? Round 5, question number 1. Your category is it's shootout.
Round 5?
Round 5. That's where I usually ask it.
I
don't save it till the. I was shocked.
You save it till the 6th round. This is the first time it's ever been in round 5.
I thought that it was too big of a swing to have one guaranteed right and one guaranteed wrong that late in the game. Plus,
so you just changed it, and you're saying that you've always done this.
Always done it this way. Since I changed it, it's always been this way. Plus, I really like my round 6. Question 3 category. So I needed to put it where it needed to go. Your shootout. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to name as many things that fit the prompt as possible. You all will nominate one player on your team to give your answers. As soon as somebody we'll go back and forth until somebody gets one wrong. And when somebody gets one wrong, they lose. The other team wins. And your question. Name an actor that has been a DC and Marvel character in a movie.
When you reference DC, do you mean specifically DC Extended Universe, or do you mean any property that was ever DC?
Any property that was ever DC.
Thank you.
Neither of these are Marvel Cinematic Universe or DC Extended Universe. If it's a DC character and a Marvel character. All right, I'm going to need you to start consolidating lists.
All right, our time's up.
Yep. I'm guessing I've got most of these correct in here.
I would hope so. You're asking the question.
Yeah. It's a long and segmented list.
Yes, it's a long and segmented journey for us to answer too.
Sure.
All right, we're ready when you are, but we shouldn't keep going, I guess.
All right. Let's see. We'll start with the team that is ahead. We'll start with the team that's trailing. Let's go with Will and Eugene. Will and Eugene.
Because we only have one, you don't want to take it from us.
Just to end this early. Let's start with this. Okay, well, we shall start. I'm going to go with Dwayne Johnson.
And what Marvel character did Dwayne Johnson play?
I do not remember. But I had something in the back of my mind that it was him.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not on my list.
Okay.
No.
That makes this quick.
You know what? I'm going to need a correct answer from the other side in order to give you credit for this.
Sure. We'll give you Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton playing both the Vulture in the Spider-Man movies and Batman in the Tim Burton movies is a correct answer.
You
and
had
after
that, Will.
5.5 minutes of planning, we are done in less than a second.
Our list, we had 6 that we felt good about, and we think we just got a 7th, but it was really hard. But
Okay.
I can tell you who we had.
Well, it makes me feel really good
Please.
for spending over an hour coming up with a consolidated version of this list.
So we know Christian Bale was both Batman and was Gore the God Butcher.
That is correct.
Josh Brolin was Thanos, Cable, and Jonah Hex.
Hold on. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is correct. He was in G.I. Joe Retaliation, which is a Marvel property. G.I. Joe, there was a Marvel comic book of. But we don't have a second one. So
That would open up the Star Wars universe too, and a bunch of others.
no,
That's not what he's going
Which
for.
is why we had Pedro Pascal in there.
Yeah, we also had Ryan Reynolds for Green Lantern and Deadpool.
Correct.
We had Aaron Eckhart he was Two-Face and he was the Punisher.
I don't believe he was the Punisher.
He had a movie.
He wasn't.
That wasn't Aaron. That was Tom something.
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane. Yeah.
How about that?
Oh, so we do win.
We would have been wrong at that point.
Yeah, you would have been wrong at number
That would have been
3.
the failure point.
You didn't
for
have
us.
to get that deep, Eugene and
No.
Will.
We also had Henry Cavill, who is Superman and a Wolverine
the Cavalry
spin-off character.
The Cavalry.
Oh, gosh.
And we finally, at the end, we were like, the guy who played Beast and Lex Luthor, and then Colton's like, Nicholas something, and came up with Nicholas Holt.
Nicholas Holt is both Beast and Lex Luthor. Yeah.
I would just like to note that I did contribute Michael Keaton as a correct answer with almost no thunder.
That is
There you go.
also true.
That
All
was
right.
very good.
Just for my edification, because for the
Please.
love of God, I spent so much time. There are over 90 people on this list.
Wow.
What?
They're
Including
going to be
people.
really small side roles a lot of times.
Tiny.
Oh,
There
yeah.
are no
every
small
time.
roles, only small actors.
Yeah. People like Ben Affleck, Chris Evans.
Ben Affleck?
Get that on the list?
What was
Oh, yeah, I
Affleck
put
in
Chris
Marvel?
Evans too. I had 2 correct answers.
You
Huh?
did.
What was Affleck in Marvel?
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Yeah, the movie, the bad
course.
movie.
Yeah.
I
And
liked that
Evans
movie
was-
back then. Great
Chris Evans
It was
soundtrack.
Fantastic Four.
He was
and-
Fantastic Four and Captain America.
Those are
But he
The
was
animatronic that played Howard the Duck ever appear in any DC
Hold on.
movies?
no. Chris Evans was Human Torch and Captain America from Marvel. He's also a character named Jensen in the movie The Losers, which was originally a DC product, as was Idris Elba, who played Heimdall and a character from The Losers. Lawrence Fishburne was Perry White in the DC universe, and he was the voice of the Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movies.
Okay.
Natalie Portman was Jane Foster in the Thor movies, and Evie in V for Vendetta, which also then qualifies Hugo Weaving as the
Oh.
Red Skull. So you got Josh Brolin as Thanos and Jonah Hex. Some of the bigger ones, Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face in the Batman movies, and he was Colonel Phillips in the Captain America movie.
That's right. He was a military guy. I
course.
named him and still couldn't
Yes.
get him.
Yep.
Right.
Halle Berry is Storm from the Marvel Universe, and she was
Catwoman.
Catwoman in Catwoman.
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 As a matter of fact, on this list is every actress who has ever played Catwoman in a
Oh.
movie.
And
Michelle
Hathaway.
Pfeiffer
Pfeiffer.
plays the Wasp. And Anne Hathaway. Who did
Anne Hathaway
play?
is not on the list. No, so I'm not
okay.
correcting that.
Almost everyone.
Angela
He did marry
Bassett.
Shakespeare, though.
Angela Bassett is on this list. Benjamin Bratt, Taika Waititi, John Favreau, Ben Mendelsohn, Chris Pine, Zachary Levi, Jared
All right,
Leto,
wrap it up, Nick. Wrap it
Nathan
up.
Fillion, Zoe Saldana, Parker Posey, Ned Beatty. My favorite,
Jeez.
Tim Robbins was Hammond in the Green Lantern movie, and he was in Howard the Duck. But
I think
there's
that
90
you
different
should,
names.
if your information includes the name and the two roles that they were, you should paste that somewhere in the thread for this
In the spoiler
episode.
thread.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool list.
Yeah, I can do that. And I have 90 different answers. There are 41 like A-list celebrities.
And yet the first one that you picked, first one that you picked
Dwayne.
was The Rock.
Was The Rock. At one point I said we should just start naming Chris's and see how that goes. I would have done better.
You'd have done better, yeah. So you had a 50-50 shot if you just picked a Chris.
Well, thanks, Nick, for rubbing salt into the wound of doing poorly on this question.
Happy to make everybody feel badly about themselves. Man, that was a massive waste of time on my part.
It's payback for me not being able to get Nick Sucks into that episode.
That was exactly right. All right. All right. Round 5. Question number 2. The category is communing with the dead. In 1994, which actor played Forrest Gump Jr. before finding name recognition as the extrasensory character Cole Seal in 1999 and later as David in a 2001 Spielberg film?
We're locked in.
Yeah, that's 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we got 3, 2, 1.
Spelling doesn't matter.
Just give the last name for the 3, 2, 1.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Osmond.
Haley Joel Osmond is your correct answer. Good work. All right. We move on.
Nick, that question took you half a second to write, half a second to answer. We're moving on, baby.
Ideal question.
Efficiency.
Round 5, question number 3. Your category is Killer of Old Men. Mostly voiced by Yeardley Smith or Nancy Cartwright. Which animated character has also been voiced by Matt Groening, Gabor Supo, Carol Kane, Elizabeth Taylor, James Earl Jones, Harry Shearer, and Jodie Foster?
Okay, we're gonna lock.
Yeah, I like that answer.
All right, they're locked in. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, you can talk out loud.
Okay. So we've had a journey. I'm gonna walk through a part of it, and I'm gonna open it up for people to talk. So we were like, okay, this is The Simpsons. You were pretty sure Nancy and Yeardley are Bart and Lisa, not sure which is which. And then Colton says, hey, I think Lisa was voiced by James Earl Jones in a Halloween episode. And then it's like, wait, what about Maggie? Okay, now, guys, we're there at this point. Talk to me. Jane, you're like, it's Maggie.
Well, as soon as you said the category is Killer of Old Men, she killed... Oh, spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen it.
For a 38-year-old episode.
Yeah.
She killed Mr. Burns, and he's an old man, so my money's on Maggie.
That's good. So I guess we're going to say Maggie Simpson.
All right. They are locked in with Maggie Simpson. Will and Eugene, what did you say?
Well, I didn't recognize any of those names until you got to Groening, and I knew he was the creator, so we were clued in on Simpsons. And then Old Men, I wanted to say Grandpa Simpson, but I'm like, well, he didn't kill himself. He didn't kill other old men. So we're going through different characters, and Eugene realized something.
I realized exactly what Jane realized. There's the Who Killed Mr. Burns episode. And originally, I think they recorded a few different endings where it could have been a bunch of different people to try to keep the suspense going. But
1997 Denver Broncos.
Oh, so. Denver Broncos.
Yeah, well, but so we went with Maggie as well.
All right, so both teams said Maggie Simpson. Both teams are correct. Maggie Simpson is your right answer. But yeah, Maggie's been voiced by Carol Kane, by Elizabeth Taylor, by Jodie Foster, by James Earl Jones. Yeah, and it's all either pacifier noises or the occasional single word.
Yeah.
Or a long diatribe in the case of James Earl Jones in the Halloween episode.
Right.
All right. After round number 5, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton have extended their lead 148 to 120.
It's a high-scoring game, Nick.
It is a high-scoring game. Question number 1 in round number 6. Your category is the mayor of his town. Tired of Top Chef giving Bravo the claim to the best cooking show on TV, the Food Network debuted Tournament of Champions, a series that began in 2020 and is hosted by which face of the network?
We're going to lock in.
All right, they're locked in. John, Will and Eugene.
Well, when you said mayor of his town and then you start talking about a cooking show, I remembered something about a mayor of flavor. I don't watch any cooking shows. None. I've never seen a single episode of any of them. diners and Ditch Town or whatever it is and all the stuff. But I remembered something about a mayor of Flavortown. And I wrote Mayor of Flavortown. That's a thing, right? Is it the guy with the flames on his shirt? Guy Fieri? And then Eugene said, it's Guy Fieri. Shut up, Will.
No. I was agreeing with you. I actually don't know this as knowledge, but that sounds good to me.
All right. So they said Guy Fieri, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton. What did you lock in with?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you said mayor of his town and face of Food Network, there's no one who's more recognizable than Guy Fieri. So that's who we locked in with.
All right. Both teams said Guy Fieri. Both teams are correct.
Nice.
Guy Fieri is your right answer. All right. Round 6, question number 2. The category is, what do you get when you study all day?
We can't Sherlock, Nick.
I understand that. You'll see why I'm pausing in a second. Hungarian refugee George Kovacs sang a handful of songs and played more than 12 different characters in which 1971 film?
Okay. We're going to lock in.
All right. They're locked in. Will and Eugene, you can talk out loud.
Okay, so that was definitely Oompa Loompa-ish as you were singing through the category name. I think the thing that always catches me up is that there's Charlie in the Chocolate Factory and there's Willy Wonka in the Chocolate.
Yeah, the book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I think the one that they just remade, 10 or 15 years ago, was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think the 71 one is called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, that sounds right. Gene Wilder, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's lock in with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
All right. Colton, Jane, and Jonathan, what did you say?
Similar. Colton mentioned Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was like, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He's like, oh, yep. Oh, no, Willy Wonka. No, good. And that was pretty much the whole conversation. We locked in with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, so my hesitation was I did not intend to sing that category. It just came out that way. And I feel like it would have been a lot harder if I just said, what do you get when you study all day?
Would have been
challenging.
So I feel like I gave away that question by singing, and I shouldn't have done that.
Take the points.
Your correct answer.
I'd like to thank you, Nick, for the clue.
The only terrifying thing about this is that Will, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is not a 10-year-old movie. It is a 20-year-old movie.
I said 10 or 15.
It is 20 years old.
All right.
Year. Your correct answer is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So good work.
Yay.
Your
pre-COVID. It's all the same year.
That's true.
Final question of regulation, round 6. Question number 3. The category is the end. The final run of U.S. pennies were stamped at the Philadelphia Mint on November 12th. The final 5 pennies were estimated to be worth $10 to $20 million when they are auctioned off in 2026 and are marked with what symbol?
Executive decision. I'm locking in Eugene's answer.
All right. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, you can talk out loud.
So, yeah, we've been talking. I thought at first I was going with letters, and then somebody pointed out symbols. Like, oh, okay. Could it just be the C with the line through it that indicates cents?
30 seconds left.
Symbol. So,
What's that?
If we've got that is a symbol.
That is a symbol, right?
If we've got nothing better, I feel like that could.
This is saying that it's the end, right? So
yeah, that's the category is the end.
All right, I need an answer.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna say the cent symbol.
It's the cent symbol. All right, and Will and Eugene, what did you say?
Go for it, Eugene. It's your answer.
We have no real knowledge here. When I think of the end, the last thing I think of is omega, just being at the end of the Greek alphabet. Feels like a symbol, which feels pretty good. The other one I was thinking of was Z, but I think I don't know. I don't typically think of that as a symbol. I think of it as more of a letter. So we went with omega.
All right, so one team said
I like
cent.
that.
The other team said omega. The final 5 pennies printed on was 3 days ago, Wednesday. The final 5 pennies printed on Wednesday, in order to be identified more easily, are stamped with the omega symbol.
Nice job, Eugene.
Nice. Good pull.
Well done.
An irrelevant answer, but it feels good.
All right, going into the gauntlet, the team of Jonathan, Jane, and Colton are in the lead, 168 to Will and Gene's 150 points. Your category is state of mind.
Our wagers locked in?
All right, your gauntlet category is state of mind. The question, Nicole Kidman won an Oscar for portraying which influential writer, known for her works Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse, in the 2002 film The Hours?
All right, Nick, our answer's locked in.
All right. That means Will and Eugene can talk out loud.
We're locked in.
All right. Question number 2 of the gauntlet is State of Mind. Which artist spent decades living at Ghost Ranch in Albuquerque, New Mexico? Which artist spent decades living at Ghost Ranch in Albuquerque, New Mexico, creating iconic paintings of animal skulls and desert landscapes, and is also called the mother of American modernism?
Nick, should we assume that Albuquerque is...
It's Albuquerque? Yeah.
Albuquerque.
Only if you think I type things wrong.
Albuquerque. We're locked in.
Well, we are locked in.
All right. And your third question. Which Venezuelan-born fashion designer, born Maria Josefina Pasina Sinino, became world famous for her elegant minimalist gowns and for dressing multiple first ladies, including Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis?
Okay. Nick, I think we're going to lock in.
All right. They're locked in. Will and Eugene, you can talk out loud.
We're locked in.
All right. Going back to the top, everything is done except for the reveal. Question number 1, Nicole Kidman won an Oscar for portraying an influential writer. Will and Eugene, what did you say?
I am proud to say that I now think my answer that I thought was wrong is right because we finally figured out the clue. But I got it without figuring out the clue at all. So I feel real good about that. We said, who's afraid of the big bad Virginia Woolf?
Okay, they said Virginia Woolf. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you say?
Will, you said, I don't know who writes Mrs. Dalloway. I do. It was Virginia Woolf.
Well, I thought it was. I just wasn't sure.
All right. So both teams said Virginia Woolf on that one. Question 2, the artist that spent decades living at Ghost Ranch and creating iconic paintings. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you say?
My bad. It was Georgia O'Keeffe.
All right. They said Georgia O'Keeffe. Will and Eugene.
We said the lady that draws the paintings that look like vaginas. What was her name? O'Keeffe. That's right. Georgia O'Keeffe. Oh, this is about states. We got the first 2 without knowing that.
All right. Both teams said Georgia O'Keeffe. Will and Eugene. Question number 3, which Venezuelan-born fashion designer designed dresses for multiple first ladies, including Jackie O? Will and Eugene, what did you say?
And now that we figured out what this meant, we had nothing.
It helped us not at all for the last clue. We went with a Lucky Johnson.
All right. And Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you say?
Yeah, sure. So after the first question, I was saying like Virginia state of mind, Wolf state of mind, trying to figure it out. And we kind of narrowed it down to maybe authors whose first names are states. And then we had Georgia O'Keeffe. And so we were like, cool, it's artists. We got it. And then I was trying to think of who this could be. And for some reason, the name Carolina kept popping up in my head. And Carolina Herrera is, for whatever reason, that name is just, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's, what do you call that when you just connect it to fashion or something like that. Anyway, so that's what we locked in with, was Carolina Herrera.
All right. Back to the top. Nicole Kidman won an Oscar for playing Virginia Woolf. Both teams got that right. Number 2, the artist that spent decades living at the Ghost Ranch is Georgia O'Keeffe. Both teams got that right. And finally, the Venezuelan-born fashion designer who is famous for her gowns and dressing first ladies. The correct answer is Carolina Herrera.
Wow, Colton!
What a pull.
What a huge get! He walked off.
No way.
He's gone. He's celebrating. He is already 3 drinks deep at the bar celebrating that answer.
You have no idea how important that answer was. Will and Eugene.
Good pull, Colton.
I think you do have an idea how important that answer was.
No, you don't. All right, so the team that was leading got it right. The team that was trailing got it wrong. So there's no suspense here, except for the fun little last bit. Will and Eugene, what did you wager?
Well, we figured that they needed to bet 133 for a lockout. If they did it and they got it right, it didn't matter. So they were going to get 301, which we couldn't get to. So we assumed they were going to bet for the lockout. If they did and got it wrong, they would end up with 35. And so we bet 114, hoping either that we got it right and they didn't, or we both got it wrong.
All right. So they ended up with 36 points. Jonathan, Jane, and Colton, what did you wager?
I mean, people know that I do wagering a lot, and I always ask my teammates, do you want to be aggressive, conservative, or tricky or smart or something, whatever. We chose aggressive this time. We went for the lockout of 133.
So with a final score of had you gotten that Caroline Carrera answer wrong, you lose 36-35.
We're very aware of that, Nick.
But you got it
right. We heard their wager.
Yeah, no, now, but you didn't know it before.
No, I heard it earlier.
Yeah, you had us do it out loud.
The people at home didn't know it. With a final score of 301-36, Jonathan, Jane, and Colton are your winners today. Good work.
Good job.
Oh, play.
This was a crazy good team pairing, guys.
Yeah.
You all, we had a great mesh going. That was fantastic.
Yeah, you only got 2 questions wrong that weren't the midpoint.
There was plenty of those that I think each of us was like, I don't know. No,
Yeah.
no, I don't know.
Francium.
It wasn't until Will was singing the midpoint that I even knew what song that was.
Yeah, Francium and Omega were the only 2 questions you got wrong.
No, we got Omega right.
No,
we
the
got
other
wrong.
team got
Oh,
wrong.
I thought you meant that both teams. There's only one question that both teams got wrong, right?
Francium is the only question that both teams got wrong.
Yeah. Good clue, Nick.
Good job, everybody. Before we go, we like to give everybody a chance to do shout outs and promote causes that they care about. Colton and Jane, you are big winners. Jane, you're further up my screen, so we're going to start with you. Oh, you prepared. Nice.
I did, only because I don't think I can say this without having been prepared. So this week I lost a very dear friend of mine. She was a fellow librarian. We graduated our master's degree together at the start of this year. And I would like to do a shout out for her and ask everyone if you can, well, not if you can, everyone go and support your local library. She was a huge advocate for reading and literacy. If everyone, if you're able to, donate blood. She had many blood transfusions in the past year. So that would be something that would honour her.
And what's her name?
Her name is Kylie. And yeah, make a will if you don't have one. You never know when there's not going to be a tomorrow. And if you're financially able, if you can donate to a cancer research charity, especially a gynecological cancer charity, survival rates have improved over the years, but detection and early intervention are the biggest challenges for those that are diagnosed.
All right. That's huge. Thank you. And I'm sorry for your loss, truly. All right. I should have had her after you, Colton. I apologize.
Sorry.
But Colton, over to you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do the Bob Barker, right? Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. My shout out's a little more personal. It's to my amazing wife who's currently wrangling our rowdy children right now. So, Emily, thank you. I love you. You're the best.
Love it. All right. And Eugene and Will, over to you guys. Eugene, you're higher on my screen. We'll start with you.
So this is the third time I've been on an OMG show. The first time I neglected to talk about my family at all. The last time I said wife, but I didn't mention any names. So this time I'm going to cover it all. This time I'm going to remember. So the shout outs to my wife, Jenny, who is also watching our 3 kids, Allie, Danny, and Hannah. So love you all. Thanks for letting me sneak away and do this for a little bit. And the one thing, it's not exactly a cause, but the one thing I'll say is I'm in the middle of rebuilding my my community after just a weird couple of years. And I'll just encourage everyone to go out, make friends, check in on your friends. It's hard when you're doing it alone. It's hard when you're rebuilding. For anyone who's rebuilding or feel like you need a community, put in the effort. It takes time and it's hard, but it's well worth it. So yeah, go say hello to someone else out there.
Love that. Thank you, Eugene. And whenever somebody says, I want to shout out my wife, or I want to shout out my friend, or my blah, 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 I try to always remember to ask for names. Because
Yep.
I like, if I'm the person getting shouted out and you don't say my name, it's
Got close.
So, all right, Will, over to you.
All right. Just a couple things real quick. Number one, I mentioned this last time I was on the show, but that was on a patron episode. So there are going to be people listening now who haven't heard that. I volunteer my time at an organization called Administer Justice. I meet with clients once a month, and we have a lot of people who need help with immigration right now. If you are an attorney, especially in Illinois, but It's a national organization. They have sites everywhere. Please volunteer some of your time. There are always, every time I do a round for volunteers, I get 1 million people saying, yeah, I'll help. And I appreciate that, but very rarely are those people attorneys. And if we don't have attorneys, then it doesn't matter how many translators and client advocates and other roles that we have. We need attorneys to advise these people. So if you have time to donate some of your talents for the sake of justice, I would ask that you please do that. And in that same vein, in light of Jane's shout out, I would like to say, if you are in Illinois, I write wills. I charge $1,000 for one simple will or $1,500 for 2 wills by married partners. Up to 5 people listening, I will, if you hire me to write a will or 2 wills for you and your partner, I will donate $500 of that fee to a charity in Jane's friend's name. She and I will work together to pick that charity. They'll get up to $2,500 if 5 people sign up and say, Will, write me a will.
Fantastic. Very cool. Thank you, Will.
Amazing.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap us up. So for Will, for Colton, for Jane, for Eugene, and for Nick, my name is Jonathan, and this has been episode number 560 of Trivial Warfare, where it's not just trivia, it's war. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped trivialwarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit propodcastingservices.com.
Nick, did you go into the last game, change the winning team to a different team, and then change it back just now?
No, I went in. What? I did go into the last game.
So Anonymous Shrew just joined my old score sheet.
Yeah.
And changed the winning team to say Nikki and Contod, and then changed it back to say Chris and Nick.
No, it said Nikki and Contod.
Really?
I changed it to Chris and Nick because Nikki and Contod was wrong.
That's crazy because I started it with Chris and Nick.
Yeah, it didn't. Right, didn't say Chris and Nick when I opened it. It said
weird.
Nikki and Contod.
Now you're Anonymous Llama, I think.
Yeah, that's because I closed the window and I reopened it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
So, you also had the wrong episode number in there.
Shut up! I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
So
you're
what
going
episode
in.
What episode is this?
This is 560. That was 559.
Right. You had 560 as the episode number in here.
I refuse to believe anything that you say at this point.
Why would I?
Just because you're right doesn't mean it's true.
That's, you know what?
That's what I always say. Pro tip, the best way to get Nick's attention is to talk about Nick.
It's a good point. That's true.
Solid philosophy.
Yeah, that's valid. By the way, Nick, I spent almost an hour working on a question where it was going to be element symbols, and it was going to say something like, hey, use these symbols to spell out a phrase that is both true and untrue at the same time. And the phrase was going to be Nick sucks. And it just, it was either there weren't enough good element options, so it became too easy with the elements that I had to use. So it was very disappointing that I couldn't get you to answer that in the last game.
There's nothing worse than spending like an hour writing a creative question and then having to abandon it.
Yes. I was so irritated.